We got another cool video for you guys made by Dino Guy. This is another Fossils and Archaeology Creatures Showcase. Last time, a mod, it was really cool. And it was actually very good. Anyways,
how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Fossils and Archaeology mod video, where this time we are simply just doing a creature showcase. We're going to look at all of the different creatures that are in this mod and just looking at their designs and just seeing how awesome they are overall. The reason why I'm doing this is because I think I'm going to retire the initial world we have, the survival world, temporarily, because I know that the mod developer team that is working on Fossils and Archaeology, they are very close to completing the port for a newer version of Minecraft. And once that comes out, I just wanted to start a new world because it looks amazing. There's some absolutely amazing creature designs in that port.
Yeah. Have I heard of Fossils and Archaeology Creatures Showcase? Fossils and Archaeology mod before. I feel like I've heard of it, but you know, I forgot. Silly me, just forgot about it all. Anyways,
so I think it'll be really cool to take a look at. So we're going to be doing this final video as like a send off to the older version of the mod that I still think is absolutely amazing, and I think it'll be really fun. So let's get right into it. We'll do my usual thing where we just go through the rows and take a look at all of these really cool creatures. Okay, so it looks like we're starting off with an aquatic creature. I'm nowhere near an ocean, so we'll put the aquatic creatures off to the side for now. Until and then I'll look at them later. So that'll be later in the video.
Pteranodon.
First is Pteranodon. Oh, that looks really nice.
Yeah, this is a mod that I've probably heard of, but I forgot about the details. It's not as detailed as the one made in, as the other mod that Dino Guy showcased. But still,
it looks pretty similar to like the older model that Pteranodon had in this model, or in this mod, but black and white coloration though. That's very cool. Animations are still really good. Again, though, a lot of these models are going to be updated in the newer port, which is going to be really awesome. But I still think that looks really good. We all know what the T-Rex looks like because we have it on the Fossils and Archaeology Survival World. Looks pretty darn good, I'd say. Captures the whole idea pretty well. It's got some red around the eyes and an overall brown coloration. So it's awesome. Awesome indeed. Velociraptor, we have not managed to...
It's not exactly super detailed, so I can't really give... So I can't really give that much commentary without every comment sound exactly the same.
Get Velociraptor on the world he has, so... Bloop. Ooh.
Oh, this is actually much more detailed.
Ooh. That looks really nice. I love the feathering, and the colors in general just look really good too.
It's actual turkey. It looks like an actual turkey. It looks accurate to its size, actually.
That one's actually really nice. That's one of my favorites so far. Got a nice tail.
Its length is accurate.
Fan too. Wow, that's pretty nice. I quite like that. And of course, we know what the Triceratops looks like.
Destroying the grass.
Because we have them on our world too.
This is the Triceratops,
and I think that they look.
Its forelimbs should be a bit more sprawled out like a lizard. Otherwise, its tail is a little bit questionable.
Pretty good as well. They got an overall stubby body with a relatively short tail.
Oh, okay. They got a relatively short tail. Oh, that's something new. The trike.
And everything else seems to match up pretty well, I think. First up, we have Pachycephalosaurus, another one that I haven't managed to get yet. Looks very nice. I kind of like the spots that this one has too. Yeah, it's got the domed head. It's got the whole shape of Pachycephalosaurus down pretty well as well.
This T-Rex is literally dancing. T-Rex dancing like a boomerang. Gosh.
That T-Rex is certainly having a great time over there. All right. And yeah, something that's really cool is that there seems to be like some variation in the colors. This one has more of a red dome, whereas this one is a little bit more like black or dark
Sexual dimorphism?
gray.
I suppose. That's just my guess, though.
They look really cool. I quite like them. Deinonychus, I believe I know what it looks like from Poet Plays, his old Fossils and Archaeology series. I'm pretty sure the model hadn't changed. Oh, it had changed. The colors. Wow. She looks really cool. Got some blazing red eyes going on there, and it is larger than the Velociraptor.
Which is correct.
And the feathers in general just look really good, too.
近7成人早餐攝取唔夠營養，飲子母添活力，朝朝飲子母，營養夠
Another
晒
ad.
數。
Any different colors with you?
A bunch of Deinonychus, wow. Their pecs can actually be a little weeny bit annoying, but whatever.
Oh, look at that. They're climbing tree. Oh, that's cool. That's actually...
They're literally climbing a tree. That's...
Ooh. Any different colors with you?
For larger raptors, climbing a tree is definitely questionable, but for smaller raptors, climbing trees that's definitely a huge possibility, given how their claws are, foot claws are shaped.
Oh, look at that. They're climbing tree. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool, the fact that they're climbing the trees, because that is actually pretty likely for dromaeosaurs like Deinonychus. It seems like they would climb up into the trees and they would pounce down on their prey. And then they would pin them with their massive sickle claws on each toe or on each foot.
Yes, that is climb trees, raptor prey restraint. That's literally how birds of prey hunt. And it's fine to assume that a bunch of dromaeosaurs would also
and then tear into them with their mouths, which is really terrifying. That's really cool. It's getting dark too. Okay, after that we have the Ankylosaurus. They just start off hungry. I feel like it's looked like this for a while too, so I feel like this model's remained pretty.
Anky being fast is also a little bit questionable. Like, Anky is one of the cases where a dinosaur is just very slow moving thanks to their body structure. The Anky doesn't have the sprawled out forelimbs like the Triceratops does, and the Anky's legs are also short, which means lesser mobility.
Again, it's a good model.
It probably doesn't correlate like that, but
it really does scream Ankylosaurus. I think they did a very good job with that. They're just very hungry. Then we got dinosaurs everywhere. Compsognathus, we do have a couple of these in the park as well.
Compy.
And I like them. Very small, they make little whistling noises. Some cool little feathers going on too. Feathers are likely for creatures like that, small creatures like... No, it jumps onto...
Oh god, they're attacking the Deinonychus Pachycephalosaurus. Did the Deinonychus attack the Pachycephalosaurus first? The Pachycephalosaurus definitely used their head domes for defense.
You helped your buddy.
And also for some mating stuff.
You are a true savior. I didn't know they jumped onto them. That's like really cool. Oh, let me see that again.
Oh, Pachycephalosaurus. Oh god, Deinonychus doing the raptor prey restraint on the Pachy. Pachy, what are you doing? Oh god,
yeah,
it's dead.
Like you see how it's like flapping its arms? That's likely for them too. Like they would kind of flap their arms to keep themselves stable while they're like digging in with their talons and just biting into the animal. So that is technically accurate. That is, of course, we get some like a Pachycephalosaurus skull and everything. That's like really cool. That's like, it looks like they did a lot of really cool things with the
oh god, they're
Deinonychus.
attacking the other Pachycephalosaurus.
The cool
It spawned way too many Deinonychus.
thing is that it seems like in the revival of the mod, the
Oh god, Brachycephalosaurus is
port
dead.
that will be coming up soon that I've been mentioning a lot is going to have a lot of really cool like dynamic animations and stuff like that. It's going to be very cool. There's a lot of depth and destruction happening. Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus, that model is questionable, but
Yeah, it's certainly like 2010s Spinosaurus, right? The sail goes all the way back to the tail like that. That is a very classic like 2010s Spinosaurus.
oh god, the Triceratops just got absolutely obliterated. What happened there?
Depiction. So of course it is outdated. Spinosaurus has changed quite a bit since then.
Yep.
Nowadays we know that it had like a type of basilisk type tail.
Yes. Its tail is more an eel now.
Relatively short legs, and really everything else looks good. The new model for Spinosaurus, and again the port that I keep mentioning, does have those attributes. So it's
Yep. This one is definitely much more accurate. As you can see.
going to be a lot more up to date, which is going to be really, really cool. And I'm just very excited for it. Like I think that they're really doing an awesome thing. And then we have Dilophosaurus. Of course, we have Dilophosaurus in the park. I know that they do have sexual dimorphism or just differences in individualism, like, or just individual differences. Like you have some with more black
Crest, no frills.
crests, and down here, this one has more of an orange crest. Very awesome. The updated model for those guys look really cool too. Brachiosaurus. Have not seen this one quite yet, I don't think. Oh no, I have. I've seen that before. Still,
Chonky Brachiosaurus. It's supposed to be chonky, you know? It shouldn't look like a Giraffe Titan, because this is Brachiosaurus, not Giraffe Titan. The Brachiosaurus in Jurassic Park / Jurassic World movies looks more like a Giraffe Titan.
cool. It does look a lot like Brachiosaurus. I think they did a fantastic job with that one too. Colors look really cool. You got some like dark greens with some stripes and really cool bump on its head as well, which is a little bit more orange. It also seems like the nostrils are on top of the head. We now know that the nostrils were like set a little bit lower on the animals. And, you know, like most other animals. I am very curious to see what the Stegosaurus looks like. Oh, that's interesting.
Stegosaurus, I assume this is Stegosaurus stenops. Ungulatus has more defined plates on its back.
It's kind of cool. Like, I'm not too crazy with how small some of those plates are, which are, of course, the osteoderms on the animal's back, but it still looks pretty good. Still.
The osteoderms look a little bit questionable.
Oh, very much.
It looks more like a stenops than Ungulatus.
Looks like Stegosaurus. He's like, nuh-uh.
Spinosaurus, outdated Spino is dancing.
Snap out of it, man. Snap out of it. I think it's stuck, though. Okay, next row. Gallimimus. I'm really excited to see how these guys look. Abu. Oh,
You rarely see Gallimimus at all. Oh, Gallimimus with feathers as well.
that's very up to date. It's got the feathers, of course. Gallimimus and other ornithomimids did have feathers.
Dang, I've never seen a Gallimimus with feathers. Oh, it actually did have feathers. Ah, you learn something new every day. And Gallimimus, a lot of people just don't even mention Gallimimus at all. So that's cool. No, that's not. Okay. 2013. Gallimimus. Pronghorn Gallimimus. Gallimimus has feathers.
And it's huge too. It's absolutely massive. Probably not as big as Gallimimus was compared to me anyway, my in-game character. But it looks high. It looks very good. Some differences in colors too. This one has more of a reddish color.
Probably
Wow,
sexual dimorphism.
that is so cool. Like I said, I still think that. Oh no. I wonder who's gonna win.
Oh god, T-Rex Anki. Anki is more likely, right? In real life. Oh god, Anki smacking Rex. Rex is biting Anki.
So someone needs to run. I think it's not worth it for one of you.
Oh, Anki actually won.
Yeah. Okay. It's not worth it for one of you. Yeah.
Anki actually won against the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Actually killed it.
Okay.
Yeah. One well-placed club tail swing, and the Rex is just incapacitated.
One of you. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Liopleurodon, can't look at that yet. Allosaurus. I have Allosaurus in the park, so. Oh. Run, Gallimimus. No. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, yeah, no, I think they look really good. I think they did a good job with Allosaurus. Oh.
Allosaurus.
Run, Gallimimus. No.
Oh god.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, Gallimimus should just run at this point.
Okay, well.
Because the Allosaurus definitely outsized the Gallimimus, and, you know, it's not like a T-Rex at Montosaurus situation.
Yeah, no, I think they look really good. I think they did a good job with Allosaurus. We just barely got Sarcosuchus too.
It's not a dinosaur, it's not even a crocodile.
I think that it looks really good.
It's fine though. It's called fossils in archaeology for a reason. It doesn't include just exclusively dinosaurs. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that name.
No, it does. That still does hold up very well. Ceratosaurus also looks really good. I do have them in the park as well. Wonder if there's like, you guys don't get bright crests? Oh, that's a different color for your head anyway. That's cool. I was just hoping that the crests would be a little bit brighter. But no biggie, no biggie. It still looks really good. Dryosaurus, we don't have any of you. Run.
Oh god, Dryosaurus. Ceratosaurus, god, killing the Dryosaurus. Well, I mean, at least we get to showcase Ceratosaurus.
It's my fault.
I mean, Ceratosaurus should be more of a generalist predator, though. Hunting anything it could really, it could hunt.
Oh, look at the colors.
Oh god, that's a bajillion
flock of Dryosaurs. Oh, look at the green ones. Oh no.
Dryosaurus, they should, a bunch of them should be able to.
Look at the green ones with the orange. That's very nice. Wow. These do look really good. These look good. Therizinosaurus, we have this one too, and I think that it looks good. I accidentally pressed Q. Oops. Where'd the egg go? Where'd it go? There it is. Hey, blue. Yeah, I really like the blue around the eyes. I think that is really awesome. And look, I didn't know that, but there's differences in colors. Got this one with blue.
Those straight claws were probably not the best weapon, but still able to intimidate predators.
This one without.
And one well-placed swipe, and down goes the predator.
The blue. And again, this is one that I still think holds up very well, and I keep hitting Q, but that's fine. We also have Parasaurolophus. I think it looks great. And technically, its sounds are accurate. These sounds that you hear, those are the actual sounds that, like, we've reproduced. Like, a team of researchers had recreated a Parasaurolophus skull and blew air through it to kind of like replicate what type of sounds they might have been able to make. And it's what you can kind of hear them making right now. Those honking noises, very trumpety. Citipati. Oh, that looks cool. Get him. Ceratosaurus.
He's attacking gang of on the Ceratosaurus.
Like that.
It should be a gang. It should be a loose gang. Oh, they're attacking.
Look at the ones with the white crests.
Oh my god. It's a huge brawl.
Those babies.
Wow. Animal behavior, I guess.
Good, though. They look really good. The feathers look fantastic. Yeah, no, all that looks really good. Next row, we got Diplodocus. This is going to be a new one. Oh, boom. Oh, that looks pretty cool. His head is actually a little bit more raised up, too. Which row we got Diplodocus. This is going to be a new one.
Dinosaur.
Oh, boom. Oh, that looks pretty cool. His head is actually a little bit more raised up.
Yeah, its tail should be very long as well.
Too, which is technically accurate. It's got that really long tail. And it's got the spines going down the middle of the back, which is likely for Diplodocus. We have found some of its close relatives, or a close relative of it did have that. So it's likely that it did too. Ornitholestes, let's see. Is it going to have the crest on its nose or will it not? Looks like no crest. Okay.
Oh god, what is the Ornitholestes doing? It's attacking something much bigger than it.
Okay.
It's attacking the city packet. Okay. It's just not very good.
This just immediately go to work. Yep, no crest. That looks really cool though.
Which is accurate, by the way. No crest.
Like the red on this one. Hello there. Oh, that's very nice. Henotus, I think, is a type of turtle or relative of a turtle. Yeah, I've seen their fossils before. Look at those eyes. It's so weird.
Oh.
Those eyes is a type of turtle.
Turtle.
Oh,
Henotus.
It's so weird. Wow, okay. You are special. You are something. You are something special. And now I think you sleep. Okay. Ichthyosaurus can't do that yet. Meganeura. This will be a lot of them. Giant dragonfly relatives.
Giant dragonfly relatives. I'm assuming these Meganeura are larvae.
I accidentally created babies when you right click on the actual animal, it creates like the young versions of them. So there they are. Look at them all fly around. This actually is really cool. Imagine making like a giant like carboniferous enclosure and just having them flying. See, that is proper right there. Looks like you wouldn't want to go into that swamp, you know. Oh, look at the Diplodocus sitting down. Anatomically correct. I can never pronounce this one. Megalograptus. I think this one goes in here. Yeah. I technically probably could have waited, but it's not like a big aquatic creature, so I think it's fine right here.
Never heard of that, though.
Looks good, though.
It's like a sea scorpion.
I like it. Confuciusornis, which has barely hatched this.
Small Confucius. Oh, God, the Meganeura attacking the thing.
No way, the Meganeura goes after them?
My God, look at that massacre.
My little babies.
That's just a massacre.
Be free. You don't want to hang around here. Dodos. I've seen the dodos, and I love the dodos.
Oh, there's baby dodos, too. There's a lot of baby dodos. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. That's how many dodos?
There we go. Humans were the reason why dodos went extinct. Now we're the reason why they're back. But they look really good. We got some nice blue on the beak right here. At least some of them do, I think.
And also size differences as well with the dodos.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of them. Fly away, my little babies.
Oh, come on. We just got launched back into the...
Why they're back. But they look really... Gastornis. Here we go. A lot of people think that this is a terror bird, and they were wondering why I didn't include it in my many interpretations of terror birds video, but it's not. It's actually not a predatory bird. At first, we thought it was. Like back when Walking with Beasts came out, we thought it was a predatory bird. But nowadays, its beak shape is certainly a lot more reminiscent of a bird that, eats nuts and fruits and things like that. And I think that we did an isotope analysis of their bones, and it seems like they mostly ate vegetarian creatures, vegetarian
which is correct.
Let's see it. Look at it eat the plants. That looks really nice, though. It's got the larger beak, too, which is very cool. That's very cool. You gotta love those giant birds. Okay, we got our next row. Ooh, Megalania. The largest terrestrial lizard to ever live that we know of. It lived in the Pleistocene of what is now Australia. There were these huge, huge lizards, possibly venomous too. Oh.
Because it makes sense because Komodo dragons belong to the same species. Not same species. Komodo dragons belong to the same genus and as the Megalania. So there would be good reason to believe that.
It's trying to go after the. It's going after the Megalania. Oh, it venomized it. Oh, was that worth it? Was it worth it to get that? What did they drop? Meganuramine. Let me look at you. It looks good though. It still looks really good. It's very reminiscent to Komodo dragons. Of course, Megalania belongs to the genus of Varanus, which is the exact same genus that Komodo dragons belong to. Komodo dragons are Varanus komodoensis. Megalania is Varanus priscus. So they are very closely related. Correct. So oftentimes you will see them depicted like giant Komodo dragons, which are already giant lizards. So there's that. There's the baby.
Baby Megalania.
I like them though. I think they did a really good job at those.
Megalosaurus.
Ooh, Megalosaurus. Prehistoric Kingdom recently showed some pictures of Megalosaurus. Very cool. Often known as the Irish elk. Of course, it's not actually an elk. Now, it was a deer that had these really huge, interesting looking antlers that looked like that. Looks so cool. Look at that. Oh man, this is why I desperately wanted to. Okay.
Megalosaurus giganteus. Oh, just going for.
Trying to look at you, my guy. This is why I desperately. And I guess I was going to ask if there were female versions. I'm so glad there are. But this is why I was so desperately trying to find permafrost on the survival world, because I desperately wanted some Cenozoic creatures like this. Because this would have been so cool to have. Look at that. It even has the type of hump on its back, too. The colors seem pretty good. Based off of cave art, we have a pretty good idea of what coloration Megalosaurus had when it was alive. It's very cool stuff. And yes, they had these huge, huge antlers that were just a sight to behold. And they captured it very well right here. Love them. Elasmotherium? I don't think I knew that Elasmotherium was in this. That's cool. Let's check it out. Oh, no, I did know that. I've seen it before. I think on Poet's World. It looks really good. It's got they've opted for more so the horn rather than the boss, but it's got an overall massive build. With it being an extinct species of rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros today, right?
It does have like a very rhinoceros look about it, and so that is very cool. That's very cool. I wonder if there's any variation with these. It's not looking like it. Yeah, no. It looks like they all just have horns. I was wondering if some of them would have like smaller horns or something. Cool. I wonder if there's any variation with these. It's not looking like it. Yeah, no, it looks like they all just have
sounds
horns. I was wondering if some of them would have like smaller horns or something like that. Quagga. This is... can't remember if it's an extinct species of zebra, but yeah. That looks good. The quagga is another creature similar to the dodo that went extinct relatively recently. We actually do have photos of the quagga, and you can actually search them up. It's unfortunate that it's an animal that went extinct pretty recently.
Oh, man. It still kind of bothers me how Minecraft doesn't have creatures like zebras and lions and whatnot, because they would have added a decent dynamic to Minecraft as a whole, even in especially in the savannah or something. And there's also elephants and all that.
Because they would have been cool to see. But that's very cool. Looks very nice. Very accurate, I'd say. Ooh, the Smilodon. I'm curious what the Smilodon will look like. Put the Smilodon on the trees. Why? I don't know.
Saber-toothed cat.
Okay, it's got some more stripes going. Oh, that looks nice. The head looks really good. It's got
Smilodon was a social animal.
Those iconic.
Whether it's a wolf pack or a lion pride is
saber teeth.
A little bit.
An overall bulky appearance.
But we all know that Smilodon is definitely a social animal. Like most other big cats. Like not really most other big cats, just lions.
That's good. Hats off. It looks really good. Mammoth. Wondering how it looks different. I'm only acquainted with like the older model for the mammoth. Oh, that looks really good. I love the curvature of the tusks. That looks fantastic. What do the babies look like, actually? Yes, they look like baby mammoths.
They don't have the tusks. This is cool because unlike in Jurassic Fight Club, where babies are carbon copies of their parents, but smaller, this mod actually shows
that they look a lot more like a.
This mod actually shows baby creatures being much different. For example, you saw the dodos.
Baby Asian elephants, which is pretty accurate to the way that baby mammoths looked. The only reason why I say that is because like the dinosaur era add-on, it had baby mammoths, but they just look like baby versions of the adults. So I'm glad that these look like that. I'm actually, now that I bring that up, I kind of want to see what the baby version of Smilodon looks like.
牙齒美白要去跡更要紡織 Crest 香薰鎖白牙膏四周長效美白
Bushki. I think it more so looks like it just looks like a baby version of the adult. That's fine. I'm just glad that the mammoth looks the way that it does. Why did I put it in the trees too? Got me. We'll go ahead and move on. Titanus. This is a terror bird. Lived in North America. Let's see, where do I want to put it?
Titanus.
Just put them. We got a nice open area over here. We can just place them over here. Ooh.
What's Titanus doing? Titanus is attacking sheep. Wow.
Oh,
Killed the sheep, guys. Nice.
That looks cool. It's got a little bit more of like a terrifying appearance compared to the Gastornis.
It's fine. Because Gastornis is not a terror bird. Titanus is.
Yeah, I like it. It kind of looks like it has a little bit of a hooked beak too. Those colors are really fantastic, like some grays with whites and blacks. Very cool. Forest Raucous, another terror bird. Ooh, look how big it is.
Forest Raucous.
I like this one, actually.
Forest Raucous is definitely much bigger than the Titanus. And the biggest one is supposed to be the biggest terror bird is supposed to be the Kalankin, right?
I like the colors
as well as the tallest one.
on the eye. What do the babies look like? Just quiet. I don't know why I tried to replicate it, but yeah, fantastic. And then Kalankin, another.
Yes, that's the Kalankin.
Terror bird.
Even bigger than the Forest Raucous. As you can see here.
Kind of wish there was like a little bit of a differentiation between their beaks, because Kalankin did have a little bit like of a thinner beak compared to the other terror birds that we just looked at over there. Not really a big deal, but it's just a little thing that would have been a cool little detail. They all look really fantastic though. They all do look like properly like terror birds. I wonder if they'll be brought over.
3 terror birds in the game. Now it reminds me. There should be more similar looking creatures in the game, like Giganotosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus, for example.
In the port, that'd be really cool. I hope so. I'd love to see them. All these dinosaurs just hanging out. And then we're on to this final row right here. And then after that, we'll switch over to aquatic creatures and take a look at all of those. Arthropleura, I do have on the world. I love Arthropleura, and I think it looks really good here. And what's really cool, though, is that we have recently found that, at the very least, juvenile Arthropleura had eye stalks, similar to like crabs and stuff like that, which is really, really crazy. This looks really good. The orange with the black, it's fantastic. Ooh, a Dilophosaurus. Is Dimetrodon not in this? I feel like
Gore.
which is really juvenile
Arthropleura, okay.
It's fantastic.
Dimetrodon isn't even in that.
Dimetrodon's not in this?
It's weird.
Really? We have a Dilophosaurus, but not Dimetrodon? That doesn't
No, and a Dilophosaurus should be portrayed as an herbivore.
feel right. Huh. Let me just make sure that, yeah, those do come up. No Dimetrodon. Wow, okay. Oopsies. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love a Dilophosaurus. It doesn't get shown off nearly as much as Dimetrodon. I'm just surprised. I kind of figured that Dimetrodon would be here too. But it is, Dilophosaurus is a synapsid that lived with Dimetrodon, and it was an herbivore.
Yes. And basically, the games that it's in, Jurassic World the game and Jurassic World Live, it just portrays as a carnivore. Even though in Jurassic World the game, Level Up Facts, the Dilophosaurus is set to be an herbivore. So why can't they just put in the same rig and make some different animations from different animations for the feeding? Just make the Dilophosaurus an herbivore. That's it.
Quite interestingly. And yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. They had a comically small head. Jay, stop. I get it.
Yes. A Dilophosaurus' head is just notoriously small.
Hungry, but come on. They had a relatively small head compared to the rest of their body and a massive sail similar to Dimetrodon. Very cool creatures, and I love them. Looks really good. Diploculus. I love Diploculus. One of my favorite amphibians ever because they look like, oh, that looks really good. But it's because they got like a boomerang head, right? You know, like, Diploculus. I love Diploculus. One of my favorite amphibians ever because they look like, oh, that looks really good.
Diploculus.
But it's because they got like a boomerang head,
yeah,
right? You know, it's. I love the shape of their head. You know, they're just really fascinating. Got a lot of Diploculus in there. They look really good here though, because I like the blue that they have. You know, blue is one of my favorite colors, so I think it always looks really cool on animals like that. Okay, then what?
Oh no, not another one of those ads once again. Oh my god.
This
not another
game.
one. Stop with those
You're not
ads,
ready for
bro.
Crassagrinus. I think I butchered that. Oh, you're aquatic, I think. I'm sorry. Oh, no, they're fighting. Oh, geez, what have I done? Tiktaalik. We have Tiktaalik on the world, of course. I like them. I think they look really good. It's going after is it going after the terror bird? Oh, okay. Thought it was. It looks good. Platybelodon. That Tiktaalik does look good, though. I do quite like it. Platybelodon. I didn't know Platybelodon was in this. Hey, Blue. I love it. I can't talk right now. Platybelodon is a very strange elephant relative that, yes, had that lower jaw with these massive like tusks down there. Initially, it was thought that they could have been used as like a shovel to shovel up vegetation. But nowadays, the consensus is that they would use their trunks to pull down branches and things like that. And then they would use their trunks to essentially just use their tusks to saw off those branches and get the vegetation that way. Their tusks could also be used to like strip bark off of said branches and things like that. They're just very fascinating creatures and I love them. And these guys look really good. It's a really nice surprise that Platybelodon is in this. I love it. And then Megalodon. Okay, so that's like a good place to go and look for an ocean. That way we can spawn all of these, yes, child. That way we can go and spawn all of these aquatic creatures. Okay, this looks like it's a big enough body of water. This is a really not used as...
Such a weird...
It looks good. That? Oh, really good. It's going after the... Is it going after the terror bird? Oh, what have I done?
Tectonic, okay.
Their trunk bark. And then Megalodon. Okay,
Megalodon.
I don't know.
Oh,
Look at these
Megalodon.
creatures. Stuff.
Aquatic
Plesiosaurus.
creatures.
I'm quite curious as to what this is going to look like. Oh, they make the same noises that they used to all the time after, you know, watching Poet Plays and all that. I like them. They like retain that kind of orange coloration that, of course, they've pretty much always had in this mod, which is something I'm incredibly nostalgic for. Be free, my friend. They like look at them swimming around though. That looks really good. And then we'll go next to sturgeon. We see a lot of these guys swimming around. They're just like, no, they're just fish that help fill in the world. All that good stuff. Alligator gar as well. The coelacanth, which is a cool addition. Looks like this. Very accurate because coelacanths are around today. Mosasaurus. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, it grabbed onto it. I love those animations. Like the ones where they like latch onto things. Cool addition. Incredibly nostalgic for.
Plesiosaur.
They're just like, no, they're just, see a lot of these guys swim really good. And then we'll go next to sturgeon. We see a lot of these guys swimming around. They're just like, no, they're just the
Alligator gar.
the coelacanth. Very
Mosasaur.
Very accurate because coelacanths are
Mosasaurus,
around today.
yes. Right.
Mosasaurus. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, it grabbed onto it. I love those animations. Like the ones where they like latch onto things. That is so cool. It does have the counter shading. It has the tail fluke. Yeah, looks really good. Love it. Nautilus. We see these guys everywhere. Very hard to catch, by the way. The magical Liopleurodon. It's getting nighttime. Looks like it is more the accurate.
Oh.
Nautilus. We see these guys everywhere. Very hard to catch, by the way.
Liopleurodon.
The magical Liopleurodon. It's getting nighttime.
Not 25-meter Liopleurodon. Okay, it's not a 25-meter Liopleurodon. Liopleurodon attacking Nautilus.
It is
these ammonites.
More the accurate size as well. And it kind of seems like it has some colors that are a little bit more reminiscent to
attacking the
Walking with
Nautilus,
Dinosaurs.
like
Of course, the documentary that really popularized Liopleurodon. That and the, you know, the unicorn thing. But no, they look great. They look really great. I like them. And then the piece de resistance.
Otodus Megalodon.
Megalodon.
It's supposed to look a little bit more like a mako shark.
Meg, as Jason Statham would say. Let's see it. That is so cool. Oh man, that is so cool.
Should look a little bit more robust.
His animations look really good too. Just
and it should look bigger as well.
Giant shark just swimming around being terrifying. Love it. What do the young look like, I wonder? They look really good. They all look really good. That's fantastic. It looks like they're trying to get me. I'm curious. I'm curious how fast it would take a megalodon to kill me. Okay. We are in survival mode.
The problem is sharks don't really attack humans.
Let's see how
Megalodon probably would not attack humans either.
Fast, with no armor, how fast this could happen. If they're even aggressive towards me, they might not be.
Punch them, please.
I think we're fine. It's probably, it might be because I like spawn them right in front of me. So they kind of see me as their papa, you know, their vater, their father.
Perfectly cut ad.
2 hits, okay?
Everybody just simultaneously turn around. Something shady is going on.
Everything changed, like turned towards me. Oh man. Any of you guys aggressive towards me, I wonder?
Probably not, as long as you don't provoke them, of course, as long as you don't punch them, obviously.
Stratosaurus? No? Okay. Cetipatties are cool. Allosaurus? What about you? Ooh, darn. What about the Therizinosaurus? I'm actually curious about that. Oh, Stegosaurus?
Oh. That's what happens when you provoke herbivores, everyone.
Oh, your buddy. They have a herd mentality. Oh. What about Gallimimus? Come fight me. I want a Gallimimus to fight me. Are you stuck? Is that why you can't? Oh, do you just run? Kick me or something. Disembowel me. Oh, it's Stegosaurus. And now his buddy's here. Diplodocus, help. What about you? Do you fight?
Even gigantic sauropods like this will be able to fight and kill you on this if you provoke them, obviously. So that is why you never want to mess with the herbivores.
Spinosaurus. No, you gotta. I'm kind of surprised that it takes some of them 2 hits. It looks like it just hit me with its tail. Let's see what else. Ooh, I want to see the Megalania. How's the Megalania doing? Don't mind me, fellas. Just passing through.
Stegosaurus.
Oh. What about you? Ooh, darn.
Slapped.
What about the third?
Killed. Slapped by Therizinosaurus.
They have a herd mentality. Oh,
killed by Stegosaurus.
What about Gallimimus? Come fight me. I want a Gallimimus to fight me. You know, they put him up.
Megalosaurus.
I gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call it good there. Again, this was a little bit of a farewell to this version of the mod, because I am just going to lie down and wait for the port of the mod. I want to wait for the newest edition instead of continuing the world and just adding on to it when eventually it'll get replaced. Anywho, this is fantastic still, though. I still think that these all hold up very well. They are still very much like Minecraft-ified. Like they look like they belong in Minecraft, but they're still decently accurate too. Some of them are outdated. That Spinosaurus, of course, is.
Yep.
But for the most part, I think that they're very, very good, and I think that the developers did a fantastic job at that. Not to mention, I am very nostalgic for this mod. I am very nostalgic for this mod because it's a mod that I used to, watch YouTube videos on when I was younger. So there's this mod has a special place in my heart. So I want it to be like a mainstay on the channel, So when the port comes out, I'm hoping that we can, continue this series or continue a series for a while after that point and continue to see the amazing work that these fellas have done,
Oh, God.
Isn't that right? Elasmotherium. Now you're running? Oh, you're getting your buddies. Okay, you're just like, look at this guy. Okay.
That's what happens.
Enjoyed the video, please.
Both herbivores and carnivores, once you punch them, they'll just
consider subscribing.
Threat and kill you. Even in the carnivores, you provoke them.
It really does help out the channel a lot. But
anyway, that's another cool video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one.